The other thing I wanted to mention was the OpenAI aspect of all of this. So I'm going to read two tweets in tandem. Rachel Metz, I'm still at WWDC, and during an onstage chat just now, Apple's SVP of software engineering, Craig Federighi, said the company plans to integrate with AI models such as Google's Gemini in the future, and that different people will be able to use different models. Interesting. And then Jason Calacanis says, Apple can hot swap OpenAI at any time. They made that point multiple times. This means the default LLM is going to be an auction to the highest bidder, all things being equal, in parentheses, like the search box on iPhone that Google won. So, what do you think? Do you agree with that prediction in terms of how this is going to play out for Apple?
I do, and this is the thing that I think I shifted the most on after watching WWDC from what I wrote before. I was still in the, okay, in this case, Apple's probably paying because it's expensive, blah, 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 the huge user base. They need this capability. That's not the impression you got from WWDC. No, actually, all the capabilities that matter and are going to be compelling and are going to sell our devices, we are delivering. We feel confident in our ability to deliver it. And sure, okay, chatbots are nice. You might actually want to buy some plants. Okay, we don't believe you, but okay, you might want to buy some plants.
Yeah.
And so, look, all right, here's an opportunity. Who wants it? And that who wants it is my now assumption, and I don't know this to be clear, my assumption now is Apple is not paying OpenAI. It is just a, look, here's an opportunity. And from OpenAI's perspective, I think it makes sense to seize this opportunity. They are, and this is, by the way, I think a fairly bearish indicator on the sort of potential of this AGI that does everything. If OpenAI was confident they were coming out with sort of a capability soon that just obviates sort of everything before it,
everybody else,
then you don't need to be doing deals like this. People will come to you. If you're going to be Google in 1998, you don't need to be doing these sorts of deals because you're just so much better than everybody else. Obviously, Google did do those deals over time, but you get my point. It does feel like, though, and this is what one of my somewhat controversial calls, but I think it's more and more sort of, it seems to be more and more the case with OpenAI, is being a consumer tech company. Look, our biggest asset at the end of the day, sure, there's some things we're good at, Claude's good at, Gemini's good at. Actually, our biggest asset is ChatGPT, as in the name, as in the brand. You'll notice it's no longer openai.com/chat. It now goes to chatgpt.com. They are, that is the brand. That is the value. That is what was at risk of being destroyed with the whole sort of controversy last year. Sure, they could get wrapped into Microsoft, fine for Microsoft, but there's would have been massive value destruction, which is the fact that when people, ChatGPT is the Kleenex of AI. When people think about it, that is sort of what it is. And this feels like a real aggressive play towards it. Right now, their website model is you can use GPT 4.0 for free. If you subscribe, you can use ChatGPT 4, which is still better than 4.0, by the way. But so they have the freemium model on their website. This is just the exact same model with a massive sort of ability to acquire a gazillion new customers that have never actually really tried this stuff. And you don't need to sign up for it to work. It would just use, and I assuming there's some sort of upsell model, you can sign in with your account and then you'll get access to sort of the models you have access to. So you can imagine they have a ChatGPT 5. You sign in on an iPhone. It uses, ChatGPT 5. I hope if you sign in, that's when Apple should let you get rid of those stupid warnings, right?
Right.
But the implication of this broadly is, number one, it suggests OpenAI does not, at least the leadership does not believe they're actually going to sweep the entire market with an AGI that does everything in the near term. Number two, the way Apple presented it, and in this context, it makes a lot of sense, is, Apple's sort of the big boy in this relationship. That's what it feels like.
I mean, Sam was definitely my
did
takeaway.
not appear on the video. He was at the event. He did not appear in the video. There was a real sort of, we're the ones in charge. And this, again, I'm tempted to assume this is the case because it fits my sort of aggregation sort of concept. Apple has the users. Apple has the interface. Because of that, suppliers who spend billions of dollars on compute are forced to line up and take Apple's terms or not. It feels like Google did not want to take Apple's terms. Apple's like, fine, we'll take OpenAI. if you feel like just be aware, we're going to funnel hundreds of millions of people in that direction. So if you want to change your mind, it's available at any time. I don't think Apple is getting paid like they are for search,
Right.
but if I'm right, and again, I'm not sure I'm right, but if I'm right that no money is changing hands, if we ever get to a state where money does change hands, I think that money's going to go in Apple's direction, not the other way.